my hype man on this tour as well. So he's playing 2 sets. They play his odd jobs, then he gets back up with me a little bit.
Oh, so Crescent's here tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
And he figures, if he can get on stage twice, that will definitely boost his chances of getting to make out with some chick after the show. So it works well for everybody.
Nice.
Because he has red hair.
He does have red hair.
That's an Argonian, I think. They're from another planet. My dad claims all redheads. He's one of them. Let me see. Where was my last one? Oh, yeah, and my last question is about Ant. Ant's production skills have been seeming like they've been going through the roof lately. I mean, not that he never was good. The guy's always just been incredibly talented, but it seems like he's just been stepping up. Shadows of the Sun, or it's Shadows on the Sun. Mm-hmm. Shadows on the Sun. Production, amazing. You know what I'm saying? And then Seven's Travels, production, amazing. I mean, is the kid just spending 10 times more time?
I don't know so much that he's been stepping it up. I think it's that when he sat down and made a record with Ali actually chose dope beats. I've never been good at choosing beats. It's kind of like I hear something, and I'm not listening for how good the beat is. I'm listening for one mood inside of there that I can adhere to with the mood of my words. And so a lot of times I will get criticized for not choosing the tightest beats, but at the same time I'm kind of like, well, I don't have to choose the greatest beats. I'm just trying to choose moodscapes to fit my words to. I ain't never really been the kind of rapper that is kind of all about the single that gets mixed in after the beat nuts type of a thing. I'm the kind of dude that you fucking play when you want to get mad at your ex-girlfriend, you know what I mean? I'm the kind of dude, you play my records when you want to listen to some stuff that you don't, it's now I'm getting better at choosing beats, and I think hopefully that's that'll help get the dumb kids to like me too. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I can personally say, and I sound like a dork saying this, but I mean, I had some crazy girl shit going down a few years ago, and listening to your music and some of the other stuff that I was getting through was just
I'm here for you, homie.
Man,
I'm here for you.
That's real though. I mean, seriously. So, I mean, I'm done. You want to do some questions?
How did you get into hip hop?
Alcohol and women.
Alcohol.
Yeah, I didn't get into hip hop until 1997, man. Rockets got me into hip hop. I grew into it naturally, man. It was just I didn't even know I was getting into hip-hop, to be quite honest. It was just more music, you know what I'm saying? Hearing when Rapper's Delight and Grandmaster Flash started coming out, I'm basically, you know what I'm saying, a 7 or 8-year-old in the backseat of my dad's car. I'm hearing it on his radio, and it's right next to the Ohio Players. And so it's not like I knew I was getting into this new thing. It wasn't really until cats like Run DMC came out that I was like, man, these dudes are not making music for my dad. These dudes are talking to me, you know? Yeah. And really breaking was kind of my thing at first because it got attention. It's like, oh, I'd be this little dude breakdancing, and then people be like, oh, look at you, And so just in the neighborhood, me and all the other kids used to just hook up and breakdance and try and go to the parties up at the park and breakdance, whoop-de-woo. I started buying records, which led me into being a DJ. I always used to try and draw Superman and Spider-Man, which kind of led me into trying to write graph. Rap was actually kind of my last chance, It was kind of like as time went on, I realized, well, I can't break as good as that dude, so I quit. And I can't write graph as good as them dudes, so I ain't writing graph no more. And I can't diggy like a scratch pickle, so I stuck with rhyming just because I've always kind of been good at talking, And I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I mean, I like to write even just outside of rap. I like to write. So it's it just made the most sense for me to stick with this and put all of my focus on this instead of trying to be a breaker, DJ, graffiti writer, rapper, pimp, banana bread, kiosk operator. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get into it. It got into me. You know what I mean? It kind of, it grabbed me, and I didn't really have much of a choice. It was just the way, it was just nature. It was the way it was supposed to be.
What's with girls and atmosphere? Girls and you in particular. I mean, you must have something intelligent to say about that, because my girlfriend is clawing on the door out front, and there's definitely going to be more girls than dudes at this hip hop show for probably the first time since I was at Slim's and saw 11-year-old girls running around in that place. So
I'm not really quite sure what it is. I don't. I've had a lot of writers ask me questions about, well, is it because of the way you write songs, or is it the way you represent the songs, or do you think you're attractive? And it's I don't really think so, man. To me, before I was a rapper, this is how I was. You know what I mean? I've always been more prone to want to holler at a girl, talk to a girl. I've never been the dude that rolls out with 10 dudes to go to the club. I'm the dude that tries to find 2 chicks to go with to the club, And even before I was a rapper, like this came first, you know what I mean? And so I don't know if people can just hear that or see that, or maybe I am writing these songs that like women can actually relate to. I mean, let's face it. Okay, check it out. Am I gonna listen to Atmosphere or am I gonna go and listen to MOP? Well, me, I would rather listen to MOP any day of the week. But like, I don't know. Maybe your average 19-year-old girl, do you want to go bump Annie up? You probably don't even like Atmosphere. You like Aesop Rock.
Yeah, you know.
But like, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not really complaining. Like, I don't mind, because if there's going to be a bunch of girls at the show, that guarantees there's going to be a bunch of guys at the show, because the guys will go anywhere where there's girls. You know. And as far as I'm concerned, really, I'm just a small part of this. I'm not really what's important here, especially in a city like Reno. It doesn't really matter who comes here to play a show. We're not really what's important. What's important is that at least once a month, you guys all congregate in a room together, so that some guy meets a girl and they make a family, and some girl meets a girl and they make a rap group, and some guy meets a guy and they go paint a train. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, especially in cities like this, we're not really the most important pieces to this puzzle. Like, it's more about like what we can help provide. We're like enablers, you know. We're just the needle that you use to put it in you. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
No,